high-pitched drilling noise plays in the background.
And we're about to watch it together. Hello everybody, welcome back to Mix Macabre, and in today's video we're going to be going over where did these videos come from Chilling Scares. So I'm pretty sure if you've been on the internet for about early 2000s, so basically if you're like me, a millennial, you'll be able to recognize some of these videos. Now, have I seen these videos all? Yes and no. I've seen a few of them in its entirety, and another I have not. The reason why I want to bring this up because I'm scouring the internet. I'm always watching YouTube videos at work or anything like that. Don't tell my boss. And I'm like, that would be interesting to talk about because I remember some reactions watching certain videos and I don't remember some of them either. So I'm like, why don't we just do this? This should be fun. We're going to revisit my past about these creepy YouTube videos. And it goes without saying, please watch the original video. It will be linked in the description down below. So let's get right into it. And so we're going to be reacting to where do these videos come from right here. I did a reaction to this prior, like last week, but the quality was all janky. So I'm like, I gotta do it again. So here we are. But I wanted to talk about it because it brings me back to like the early days of YouTube. So let's check it out one more time.
Paris Catacombs lost footage.
We're in the
This
catacombs
footage
today.
of a man losing his way at over 300 feet below street level in the Paris catacombs has deeply disturbed viewers since it emerged in the year 2000.
I remember seeing
The
this
catacombs were
like
originally
Ghost
used for
Hunters.
limestone mining way back in the Roman era, but when cemeteries in Paris began to overflow in the late 18th century, the French government exhumed the bones and bodies from overcrowded cemeteries and buried them in the catacombs.
We don't, in the United States, we
Over
don't get
time,
anything
the
cool like
catacombs
this.
became a curiosity for locals and visitors looking to catch a glimpse of the more than 200 miles of tunnels that stored the
Good morning,
remains
by
of
the way.
over 6 million people, and they were open to the public in 1809. Today, the catacombs are one of the most important tourist attractions in Paris, even though only about 1% of the network of tunnels is mapped and open to the public. Most of the tunnels are not structurally sound or safe enough for tourist activities, and it's actually illegal to access the unmapped parts of the catacombs.
1% is mapped. Again, that whole, I'm pretty sure probably like 1 point something now, but 1% is mapped at the recording of this video. 1%. So if you're lost, goodbye. No one's finding you. No one's going to risk their life to go find you.
But this hasn't stopped hundreds of locals from exploring the seemingly endless network of underground tunnels.
This
For
is cool.
several
Who built
decades,
that?
French
That's freaking
authorities have
awesome.
done everything in their power to cover the hidden entrances to the tunnels.
As
but
above, so
people
below.
keep finding manholes and secret access points throughout the city that lead to the off-limits areas of the catacombs.
You're not going to get people
Although
away
this
from them.
footage was recorded in 1993, it wasn't released to the general public until the year 2000, when it was shown as a part of an episode on the ABC Family TV show Scariest Places on Earth.
So 7
The
years later.
episode
basically.
features Francis Friedland, a French filmmaker who says he came across the mysterious tape when it was given to him by a catacomb explorer who found it in one of the tunnels. Disturbingly, in the episode it's mentioned that the man who recorded the point of view footage was never found or identified.
This video camera was found deep in the catacombs. It was picked up by a catacomb explorer, some of the people who wandered down there.
Damn.
It was given to me. I looked at the tape. It's very bizarre. This person occasionally stops and he photographs bones, often in the shape of an arrow. These arrows point in a direction. Occasionally also he stops to
Papillon.
photograph roomfuls of bones, which means that he's very, very deep inside the catacombs.
If you watch the look up below, if you
happened
watch
to
as
him?
above, so below.
Nobody knows.
If you heard
Some of
Papillon,
the clips show
you know what I'm
rooms
talking
full
about.
of bones, arrows painted on the ground, and even a strange painting of a silhouette of a person on one of the walls.
What the fuck you mean a strange painting? I don't remember this shit.
So basically he's
Oh,
filming
okay,
what
okay.
he's
I do.
seeing.
Never mind.
Endless, very deep inside the catacombs. View shots, other than the pictures of bones.
This is all the bones, dude. This is creepy.
Human
And then he's
bones.
just grabbing it like nothing.
These were the poor Parisians who died over the last 1,000 years.
Jonathan Gerlach would love this place.
At times you'll see there's signs, painted signs on the wall, which is not uncommon. People have been painting in the catacombs for
Look.
centuries.
Imagine just walking
So
or
it is
running.
possible with these paintings
Hold on.
that we may be able to retrace an itinerary.
Right there. Now imagine you're in the fucking catacombs, right? You're lost, or maybe you're just exploring like 1 or 2 rows real fast. I'm gonna go back home. Can you imagine like turning the corner and there's this big old fucking white thing in the darkness like this? I'd be like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
To some extent.
At one point in the footage, the man's breathing becomes faster and he begins to run, as if he was trying to get away from someone or something. Occasionally, the man stops, presumably to get his bearings and find a way back to the surface.
We hear his
That's
breathing.
just dangerous.
It's louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened. He's frightened.
Fuck yeah, so
Occasionally
I'd be
he stops,
scared
perhaps,
too.
to try to decide which way to run among all the many different corridors. He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden,
Bam! Look at that. Drops.
and he keeps rolling until it runs out of tape.
As the footage progresses, he runs faster and faster, until suddenly he drops the camera on the ground, where it continues to film until the tape runs out. After analyzing the video, Friedland explained that the room's filled with disorganized heaps of bones, and the fact that there's little to no graffiti on the walls of the tunnel meant that the man who recorded it would have been extremely deep inside the catacombs.
Would you explore it? I know I want to. I want to go explore all these haunted houses and all these crazy ass things that, you know, people have built and just spooky stuff. But then that takes a different level of balls, I ain't gonna lie. Because can you imagine just like you think you're mapping your way out, and then one wrong turn or one like left turn you don't like calculate, and you're just stuck there. And then just not even just how creepy and dark it is, the bones. The dead people in there just left. This person could have been from like 1873, 17 something, whatever date it was. I'm not too familiar. I just forgot the date. But fucking hell, dude, just like it's all bones. You're stepping on people. I don't know. I would love to go do the tour for sure. If I ever go to France, I'm gonna do the tour. Would I ever veer off on my own? I don't know. Kind of want to, but then again, it's illegal. But you ain't gonna catch me. Anyways, let's go.
Determined to unravel the mystery of what had terrified the missing man, Francis Friedland ventures into the catacombs with his crew. After comparing the footage to what they were seeing inside the catacombs, Friedland and his crew estimated that the missing man had been exploring the tunnels at around 300 feet below street level.
If you see me going like this, it's because my OBS geeks out from time to time. Just a talk.
At that depth, if flashlights or other light sources malfunction or run out of battery, the chances of getting out are pretty much zero.
You're done.
At one
You're
point during
done.
the episode, the crew's flashlight batteries begin to run low, and Friedland decides to give up the search, but then realizes that getting out is going to be much more difficult than getting in. Suddenly, Francis spots the same painting on the wall from the original footage, and after walking through the tunnel, they find the same room full of bones from the video. Despite these discoveries, they couldn't find whatever had scared the explorer who recorded the footage,
Because
and in the
it's
end,
been, like,
Francis and his
years
crew
later.
give up and decide to call off the search after
They're
spending
both
12
probably
hours
done.
underground. After the episode was released, thousands of viewers took to online forums to discuss possible theories regarding the footage.
Do you think
One
it's
of
fake?
the most widely accepted theories is that after losing his way and realizing that he was probably not going to make it out alive, the
No,
man
he's done.
panicked due to claustrophobia and began to run, not knowing what else to do. But this theory wouldn't explain why he would drop his camera, one of his only sources of light. This fueled the possibility that the man had seen another person inside the catacombs. In the last few
Or
decades,
claustrophobia.
several catacomb explorers have reported being robbed while they were inside the tunnels.
God damn.
If the man unexpectedly saw another person so far below street level, he may
That'd be
have feared
terrifying.
the worst, which
Yes.
would explain why he began to run and drop the camera.
Because at this point,
Another
you think
popular
you're gonna-
theory is that the man saw something else that scared him. Scientists have explained that when the wind blows through the cracks in the walls of the catacombs, it makes an extremely low frequency noise called infrasound, or
I'd
as it's
still be
sometimes
scared.
referred
That's
to,
still
the
terrifying.
ghost frequency. This sound is normally inaudible, but the extreme bass sound has been demonstrated to create a range of bizarre effects in humans, from chills to anxiety to extreme sorrow. The ghost frequency is also known to make the human eye vibrate slightly, which makes people
I've
see
felt that
shadows out
before.
of the corner of their
It's
eye.
fucking
And
weird.
coupled with the strange sensations the frequency creates in people, it's not hard to see why the man could have thought he saw something down there with him. This is definitely a possibility, but other people think the footage was just staged by the producers of the show to creep people out.
Maybe.
It's
Maybe.
strange how
Don't know.
only about a minute and a half of the original footage was released to the public.
That's
but
true.
in the
That is
episode,
true.
Francis Friedland
And-
claimed that the original footage was over 40 minutes long. And all we have is his word about how the footage was even found in the first place.
Okay, that is kind of strange. If I were to find like a camcorder like that in a creepy place, don't you think the public would want to see it? Because it's someone venture off into basically the unknown. how you got the camera is like bizarre because you say someone found it and gave it to you. If I find something, I'm not gonna be like, let me go find a filmmaker real quick. No, I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna give it, and if it's something cool or something horrific, I'm either gonna give it to the news or I'm gonna give it to the police. I'm not gonna go to a filmmaker, but that's just me. But then again, I don't know. Again, the origins of this tape is unknown. He only released a minute 40. Release the whole thing, my guy. We want to see it.
It was never confirmed whether the footage was staged or not, but what we do know for sure is that it was recorded 300 feet below street level in the catacombs.
That's still
Hopefully
terrifying.
with
Who
time
fucking
we'll
went
have more
there?
information, but for now, the origin of this unsettling footage remains unknown.
Okay,
Mirjana Mordigard Glesgorv.
I remember this one.
The words Mirjana Mordigard Glesgorv might sound familiar if you've ever spent time searching for creepy videos on YouTube in the past.
Yep.
The story of Mirjana Mordigard Glesgorv first emerged in 2008 when a 20-second video with the same title was uploaded to YouTube by
I
a
remember
random
I was so
channel
scared to
called
watch this as a kid.
Urwitzi. After the video was taken down by YouTube for unknown reasons, it was re-uploaded in April of that same year. The video in question shows a man with a mustache in front of a red, cloudy background staring intently at the viewer while an unsettling, high-pitched drilling noise plays in the background.
And we're about to watch it together. Hello, Satan.
Right before the end, the shot zooms into the man's face, and he can be seen grinning with his eyebrows raised for 2 seconds. In the weeks following the original upload, multiple duplicate videos surfaced on YouTube, including an extended 2-minute version accompanied by a creepypasta in the description, which was uploaded by a small channel dedicated to posting random, disturbing videos. According to the description in the extended video, the original version that was taken down also lasted 2 minutes, and it was removed by YouTube after 153 people who viewed it ended their lives by taking out their eyes and mailing them to YouTube's main office in San
Sorry.
Bruno, California.
So, I remember it was back with 2008. So I was in either sophomore or junior. Don't remember. Like, I think maybe even sophomore, junior, right? And I remember hearing this, and I remember like in the computer room because our phones weren't capable. Social media was not social media back in the day. Let's just put it that way. It was not. If I wanted to communicate with friends, I had to go home, log into my MySpace, talk to them there. Over time, yeah, phones had like internet, but it was nothing compared to this. Nothing. As in, like, if I just boom click it, I can just go through like 5 different apps, message like 7 people in like a minute or 2 minutes, whatever it is. And I'm just like, okay. So in the computer room, they're like, hey, come over here. After getting initiated watching cartel videos in middle school, we upgraded to creepypastas as as YouTube developed, and then our sensation for gore and macabre is just growing as we get older. But that's neither here or there. So I remember watching this video and I was like, this is creepy because it's so blurry, and it was even blurry back then because the screens weren't as clear as these. And so then watching this and then like everything else coming out, it's like you would think YouTube's a dark place because at the time I wasn't watching YouTube for sports. I wasn't watching YouTube for like updates or YouTube drama. That really didn't exist. You went to YouTube for stuff like this. And sometimes those cartel videos would be uploaded to YouTube for like a minute or like for like a good moment, and then they were removed. That's how it was back then. But I remember in class, like one of my friends, I distinctly remember he put this on, and he's just like, "Hey, bro, like come check this out." And then when we heard about like all the people gouge out their eyes out, we were searching, we were trying to look it up, we couldn't find anything because it didn't exist. But watch this.
The myth says they also put cryptic messages on their forearms, which were never deciphered. As the story goes, the video was only viewed by one YouTube staff member who started screaming 45 seconds into the video. The story also says that none of the other staff members who were in the room dared to look at the screen, but they reported hearing a high-pitched drilling sound before they turned off the monitor.
And then obviously, so like other people in school watched it, and so like other people kind of heard the rumors. Oh my God, you can't watch it because look what happened over there. People go crazy. So naturally, other people don't want to watch it. So what? See, now it's coming back to me. So what we would do is we would already have it preloaded, and then like hide it behind another tab. Call someone over. Hey, dude, can you help me with the homework or whatever? Blah blah blah. And as soon as they got here, you just fucking hit play, and we ran. It's just it's one of those things where it's like you just had to be there. This is one of them.
It's mentioned in the myth that the staff member who viewed the video was left severely traumatized and is under constant sedation to this day, and that he claims that he can't recall what he saw. According to the creepypasta, because the IP address for the original video was non-existent, the uploader couldn't be traced by police, and the man featured in the video was never identified. After the extended version was uploaded with the creepypasta in the description, the video quickly gained traction in various online forums like Unexplained Mysteries and 4chan's Xboard.
Oh,
This
dude,
triggered the
4chan took
creation
off
of
with
dozens
this
of
one.
viral chain emails and articles related to Miriam and
The chain
Morty
emails, bro.
in several
The
different
chain
languages.
texts and emails are insane.
Thousands of users discussed the video on different Q&A sites such as Wiki Answers and Yahoo Q&A, which raised Mirjana Mortigard Glesgorv to classic creepypasta status,
Oh,
and the
hell yeah,
story was
for
archived
sure.
on the website creepypasta.com. In August of 2008, the story
It
spilled
was
over to
such
the
a
Russian
badass
web, where
time
it was
back
covered
then.
in different blogs and articles. The Russian version of the creepypasta was updated with new details, including a popular conspiracy theory which claimed that the video was created by the US Secret Service. 2 days after
course.
the original video was
All the finger
uploaded,
pointing.
a now deleted debunking video was uploaded to YouTube which claimed that the story behind Mirjana Mortigard Glesgorv was a hoax. It also claimed that the man in the video was identified as Byron Cortez, a Guatemalan marketing coordinator at an LA-based advertising agency who lives in the US Virgin Islands.
That fool looks like my
An
cousin.
image of him was used in a 2004 online survey about marketing professionals, and an
Who
Evans
made
World
this?
user edited it to make the disturbing video. Considering the evidence that surfaced, the disturbing story behind the video is clearly a myth. If 153 people had really sent their own eyeballs to the YouTube's office via mail, the authorities would obviously have gotten involved, which
Exactly.
never happened. Since the man in the image that was used for the video was found to be a normal guy with a job and a family, the picture was probably randomly selected by someone who just wanted to make a random, unsettling video, which later turned into a creepypasta by someone else.
Can you imagine you just living your life being a marketing coordinator, and then like you come into office one day and your face blasts all over the internet for like a creepy video? You'd be like, what the fuck? Who the fuck did this? However, he'd probably live in infamy. He's probably like the man back then. I can only imagine like in his town when like other people see him, it's the Diablo, like just trying to fucking stay away from him, and everyone going like this. That would have been hilarious. That would have been fun. Let's keep moving.
Blankroomsoup.avi.
Oh, this one.
Blankroomsoup.avi is a strange video that has been on YouTube since 2005 and has received attention from some of the largest horror channels on YouTube on account of it allegedly being a leaked deep web video. This
At
is
the time
what it
you
looked
believed it,
like.
because a lot of shit was coming out back then. And then when the second one came, I was like, no! The crying back then was basically, that one gave me shock. I remember, I was like, ugh. And then when I heard the background of it, I was like, oh man. Like, but you wanted to watch more. That's just the
The
thing
video in
about these
question
videos.
shows a man in a white tank top eating a bowl of soup with a large wooden spoon in a room with white walls. A few seconds in, the man is approached by two people in doll-like costumes with black, lifeless eyes who appear to be comforting the man as he eats the soup. But the man doesn't seem comforted at all, and instead appears to cry inconsolably as he continues eating the soup. Immediately after the video was uploaded, disturbing theories started surfacing about this possibly being a real torture video. Because platforms like 4chan and Reddit were pretty new at that point, they became hotbeds for speculation on the meaning of blankroomsoup.avi. According to one of the most popular theories, the man and his family had been abducted by people in costumes,
It's
and
all
after
coming
they
back to-
murdered his wife and kids, they force-fed him soup containing the remains of his family, threatening to torture him if he didn't comply. Another theory was that the man was kidnapped alone, and that he's crying in the video out of fear while his captors taunt him with false comfort. In later months, more videos featuring the same characters started surfacing online, with some of them being pretty disturbing. One of them was a continuation to Blankroom Soup, and another involved the disguised characters kidnapping someone on
That-
video. While doing research on the origins of Blankroom Soup, the name of a man named Raymond Percy came up in connection with the mysterious costumes shown in the video.
That was crazy because I remember seeing the first one, like with the guy eating the soup, and then like a couple months later, I remember I saw the other one. I was like, "What the hell is going on?" At that point, like the gore videos, the torture videos, whatever, they were. I don't want to say on obviously gore.com. You don't you didn't go looking for it. I distinctly remember one summer night. It was me and my cousins, and again, we were in high school, and our our other cousin was like way older than us. He was probably like what 20 something. But you know how it is. We're all guys. We're all just fucking around, and then we're just sitting in the front lawn, and he brings out his laptop, and he's like, "Oh, let's check out like this video, blah blah blah." And it went from like all the infamous videos you could think of while we're eating and drinking. I know, I know. And we saw this one. We saw two girls. What? Yeah, exactly. At the time, the internet was a wild, wild west. It kind of still is, but nowhere near how it was. Like now, you just have people fighting about your political party and blah blah blah. It's nothing, nothing back like that. But anyways, seeing the other two videos, it's like you kept diving, and like you said, 4chan and Reddit weren't what it is today. No moderators, nothing. It was a random person with an experience. Here you go. Or sometimes a link and you would click it. You'll see what I mean right now.
From what I was able to find, Raymond Percy is an animation artist and director who has worked on several big projects, including The Simpsons, Frozen, and Wreck-It Ralph. He also has an account on the video sharing platform Dailymotion, where several videos featuring the same characters from Blank Room Soup can be viewed, but in much more innocent contexts. Using the Wayback Machine, I found that the creepy video itself was posted on Raymond Percy's account, but with the title Freaky Soup Guy, along with the caption, "A clip of people who look like us doing something to someone that we would never do, we promise." Most of the videos have since been deleted, including Freaky Soup Guy. The strange caption indicates that perhaps this creepy video was not made by Percy at all, and in 2016, YouTuber Rainbot contacted him directly to get to the bottom of the mystery.
Okay.
Raymond Percy explained that he had created the costumes himself. The characters' names were Ray Ray, and he had used them for several live performances all over the world. After one particular performance at a club on the Sunset Strip in Hollywood, the costumes were stolen when Raymond and his crew were cleaning up the set.
That makes sense.
A few weeks later, he received an email with an attachment containing the creepy video, and he immediately posted it to YouTube and Dailymotion to share it with his team.
Bro.
According to Raymond, the creepiest thing about the video was that the characters move in the same slow, paused fashion in which his own performers were trained to act during their performances.
They're probably
meaning that
watching
whoever
them.
stole the costumes must have been watching Percy's live performances for a while, and perhaps they were even fans. This new
Most likely.
information disturbed a lot of viewers, giving way to a new wave of theories and speculation regarding the unsettling video. It was later found that the man who was being kidnapped in one of the later videos that surfaced on YouTube was actually Gil Sharon, the drummer of a horror-themed experimental rock band named Stolen Babies.
The name is
Percy's
terrifying.
sister,
What the
Dominique
fuck?
Lenore, is the band's lead singer, and Raymond had animated some of their videos in the past and included the Ray Ray characters in the videos. In one of the band's photo shoots, the drummer can be seen wearing the exact same costume as in the kidnapping video.
Wait, what?
The fact that Raymond Percy had participated in the creation of one of the creepy videos that surfaced
That's
led
fucking
many
crazy.
people to believe that the man in the original Blank Room Soup video was actually Percy himself, and that his eyes had been covered so that
Maybe.
he wouldn't be recognized. Even if the man in the video is not Raymond Percy, the fact that 3 sequels to the Blank Room Soup video surfaced on YouTube discredits the idea that the original video was a leaked deep web video. It's rare enough to see a leaked deep web video on YouTube, let alone 4 consecutive videos without any of them getting taken down. With all the evidence that emerged, many users claimed that everything Percy had said about the costumes being stolen was a lie. Because if they had actually been stolen and used for the disturbing videos, the last thing Raymond Percy or anyone would have done is to post the videos on YouTube and not report them to the police.
I remember hearing about this.
Some people even speculated that the whole thing might have been a promotional campaign for the band Stolen Babies.
Maybe.
But this hasn't been confirmed.
Maybe.
Regardless of whether Raymond Percy was telling the truth, the one thing we know for sure is that blankroomsoup.avi was never a deep web video.
No.
While some
just
still
fucking
argue
disturbing.
that the video and its sequels
It's
are
very
genuine,
disturbing.
there's just too much evidence against the authenticity of the videos today to conclude that they actually came from the deep web.
That's what sucks about stuff like this. Like now, back then, like without knowing it, it's always like a deep web video. It's like, okay, is it true? Is it not? Your mind just wondered, and you're like, where else can I go fish for this? Are there more? Are there more people? But it's just like a play or like, you know, a made up video. Still creepy. At the time, creepy. At the time, very, very, very creepy. With all the other stuff coming out, humans are fucking terrifying. But that's just how it is. Let's go.
I feel fantastic.
Ugh.
Those who have explored the horror side
I
of the internet
remember.
have most likely at some point come across a bizarre video of a singing android.
Younger,
In
this creeped me out.
2009, a
Now
single
I
video
collect
named
dolls.
I Feel
Porcelain
Fantastic was
dolls.
uploaded to YouTube by the channel
So now I
Creepy
think it's cool.
Blog. It was the only video ever uploaded to the channel, and it basically shows a robotic humanoid singing the words, "I feel fantastic, you feel fantastic, you are fantastic, I am fantastic, hey hey hey," over and over again inside
This is
a room at
fantastic.
night. As the video progresses, the android is shown in different poses and wearing different outfits. At one point in the video, the robot starts singing more mysterious lyrics like "Please leave, please me," and "Run, run, run." The description of the video is also extremely strange and goes into the Greek myth of Pygmalion, the sculptor who couldn't find a woman who was good enough for him, so he decided to make an ivory statue of the perfect woman himself, which the goddess Aphrodite later brought to life for him.
That's when it gets creepy. Like the video itself isn't creepy. When you hear the music, it's like, okay, it gets a little creepy. Then you hear the description. So little by little, it starts to get creepier. Watch this. I remember this one.
The only link between the myth and the video is that the person who wrote the description suggested that maybe the robot was its creator's idea of beauty. At around the 2-minute mark, the video turns into a shot of a heap of leaves and branches in a random backyard with absolutely no context or explanation.
It's art, bro. It's art. How do you not get it? It's like a 90s intro to like a crime series or something.
After watching the video, many viewers reported feeling anything but fantastic,
This is
and
creepy.
conspiracy theories immediately began to emerge in online forums. One of the most popular theories is that the creator of the video was a serial killer, and that the different outfits worn by the singing android throughout the video belonged to his victims.
I think what makes me laugh
According
is
to this
just all the
theory, the
forums.
killer created the android as a sort of tribute to his victims, and the
That's-
backyard shown
yeah,
in the
that's
video
creepy.
is where the victims are buried. The strange lyrics and the overall creepy nature of the video reinforce this theory to some extent, but fortunately none of it is true, and the information regarding who made the android and why is actually available online. The robot in this video is called Terra the Android, and in my research I found that she was designed by a college professor in Connecticut named John Bergeron. According to the website geocities.ws, John Bergeron created Terra the Singing Android as a way to break into the android and animatronics industry, and
Okay.
even planned live performances for his android in order to get more visibility. Terra the Android also appeared on a sketchy-looking tech
I'm gonna
website
pause soon
called
to explain-
AndroidWorld.com,
Right here.
where you can buy the original DVDs and music videos of Terra and other similar robots singing.
That's what the internet looked like back then. When you went onto a website, this is what it looked like. If you bring someone from now used to 2026, back then you think you're gonna get scammed, but this was the internet. This is what it looked like. It wasn't all flashy. There was little ads, very little ads. Now it's just ad fucking city. I have an ad on my screen for no reason. Anyways, and then on top left, my box is hiding it, but this website says not secure. AndroidWorld.com. It just looked like you're about to get scammed, but this was the internet, and we just clicked on links like nothing mattered.
Some of the other music videos are even creepier, but that doesn't change the fact that this was an engineering project, not the work of a serial killer. Interestingly, although the video was uploaded in 2009, the last
Open
update
something
that John
real
Bergeron made to his website was in 2006, which means that the
That's
channel
how the internet
Creepy
looked
Blog
like.
might not even be John Bergeron's channel at all.
Oh my goodness.
I Feel Fantastic might have just been uploaded by someone who thought the video was creepy or interesting and decided to share it online. The one thing that's confusing about the whole thing is why John Bergeron made such creepy music videos if his intention was to make a name for himself in the animatronics industry.
That's
He
what I
never
was weird.
provided an explanation for this. Dining Room or There Is Nothing. Out of all of the creepypastas and scary top 10 videos that have gone viral in the last couple of decades, Dining Room or There Is Nothing is one of the videos that has left the largest number of viewers feeling creeped out.
I get my notepad out.
This unsettling 1-minute loop film was uploaded to YouTube in 2006. It shows a pale-faced woman sitting at the end of a dining room table in a dark house with a fire burning outside the window.
I'm not. Let's watch it.
Nietam si red.
Fuck.
After the woman opens her eyes, she says the words, "There is nothing," backwards. She then shoves her face in a bowl of food as the camera pans out to show the rest of the room. The video then plays in reverse, and after the woman raises her head from the bowl, she repeats the words "there is nothing," this time in normal order. The video ends with the chilling image of the woman closing her eyes.
It's so disturbing because of the fire in the background. At the time, this was like kind of like a challenge. It's like the other one with the.
There is nothing.
That's fucking creepy. That just the eyes.
A year after the original video was uploaded, the creator uploaded the same video in high definition. Since the original upload, Dining Room or There Is Nothing has received almost 10 million views, and the haunting video has become a classic in the online horror community.
It's so
The
so
creepy
good.
nature of the video created a lot of speculation in online forums and social media platforms,
Sure.
with several users claiming that whoever watched Dining Room or There Is Nothing would be cursed.
I would love these little like urban legends or little lore like don't do this or you're gonna die, or the chain email like the chain text where it's like forward this to 5 people for good luck. This is what happened back then. Like you just kind of you made up like urban legends. You made up like little things that like just made it creepier. It was cool. Now it's you don't have that. You just don't. Like now it's like aha I saw it on Twitter X and move on. What happened?
The intense stare of the woman and her cryptic message have continued to terrify viewers to this day, and even if there are countless other videos online that could be considered creepier, many people have reported that something about Dining Room or There Is Nothing has made them feel especially unsettled. After seeing how much attention his video was getting, the uploader created a website where he talks about the meaning of Dining Room or There Is Nothing, saying,
It's still creepy.
"This piece was inspired by a personal paradoxical desire for empirical proof that there is nothing on the other side of life. I wanted to blur the distinction between the two states, and to state the paradox by showing someone who is coming back from life or death and denies its existence, thereby fulfilling the paradox."
That's fucking creepy.
Despite the unsettling nature of the video and the fact that it has haunted millions of viewers worldwide, Dining Room or There Is Nothing is just a short film created by David Earl, a communications professional with a passion for experimental films. The woman in the video is Leah Porsager, a Danish artist who frequently participates in projects related to esotericism, such as this one.
Okay.
Even if it was just an art project, Dining Room or There Is Nothing
That's
has
just fucking
become a
creepy.
classic video in the online horror community since its original upload 17 years ago.
Damn. There you have it. Those 5 videos, where they come from Chilling Scares. The internet was a different thing back then. How you scared people was, I don't want to say more effective, but now there are scarier things. It's kind of like, it reminds me of like when I was a kid hearing like people in the 50s or 60s getting scared with like classic horror movies like this. Night of the Living Dead terrified a lot of people, Psycho, or even in a Satanic Panic when they thought Pokemon were the devil. But that's another story for another day. But back when I grew up, this was scary. You believed this, you thought this was real. It got debunked as time went on. But is it cool to revisit? Hell yeah, it's still cool to revisit. It's still pretty cool. This is technically like my upbringing in horror and gore. But anyways, that is all for this video. Please sure to watch the original Chilling Scare video. It will be linked in the description below. I wanted to do a schedule on YouTube Wednesday, Fridays. But last week, somehow YouTube on Friday just glitched out and like we got all these messages. But if you create YouTube, you know what I'm saying. So it just, I thought it was shadow banned, and it's like no, it just had this weird thing. So I couldn't post on Friday. I did, nothing happened. So I'm like, okay, we're back on the grind. But anyways, this has been another Amigos Macabre video reaction. Like I said before, be sure to look out for the Queen Mary video. We're gonna record it in the middle of April, upload it at the end of April, because we're gonna stay there. I'm gonna stay there at night. If my cousin goes with me, cool. If not, oh well. But anyways, please sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more horror reactions like this. Thank you.